So today's date is November 18th, 2020, making it a Wednesday, which is Working Hard, Hustling Hard Wednesdays on the Miss Me With It Talk radio show on the Miss Me With It Talk radio station, MMWI Network Radio. And today we have the hardest working man. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure before I say it. Y'all want to be speaking ahead of myself.
A lot of people do. I mean, and sometimes I be forgetting all I do, and some people are like, man, I see you do this. I'm like, damn, I forgot I did do that.
See, and that's what counts. And that's what counts because other people keep up with it.
Right.
The hardest working man that I know, besides above himself, I'm just saying.
There you go.
Come on now. Amari Asad, y'all. Amari Asad is in the building. Do y'all guys even know who he is? Who he are? Can I say that? I'm just saying where he come from, where his whole dominion is, okay? Foundation, grounding, standing. I can't even say enough. I'm just going to be quiet and let you speak, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, introduce yourself.
My name is Amari Asad, and I am a motivational speaker, a host, a lecturer, I wear many hats. Outside of right now, I'm working on a master's degree and becoming a principal of a school.
A principal in school?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a teacher?
No, I'm a dean of students, and I'm about to become a school principal. So I'm in school to become a school.
Ooh, correct myself then. Okay.
I was a teacher at one point in time, but right now I'm a dean of students, and I am currently working on my master's to become a principal.
So can I just throw this out there? Growth.
There you go.
Ooh, growth. Cause then it go from being a teacher to being a leader. Oh, I like that. See, that's why I F's with you. And I'm gonna try to keep my swear words to a minimum because
I like it raw.
yeah. Okay. See, now that's what I like to hear.
Because people need to because
Excuse me. Go ahead.
I feel like we have to be raw into the form of effect. I think the vibration that comes with it is not even a negative because you might say F or B or whatever. It's the space that you come in and how you deliver it. And so many people will be like, well, I don't listen to such because they cuss a lot. But past the, as long as they got the message. But I feel like people can say it's on who you can say it and how they deliver it. What's the content they're giving it to you. And that's the aura that I come in. I feel like us been pacified for so long. So that's why we've been, same when it comes to, speaking our truth.
Ooh.
And that's why I made the video this past Monday about you like being lied to.
So, conversation topic. What was it about being lied to? What do they like about it?
I feel like one of the things I feel that it was basically, I call it being comfortable. So the feel good message. Like right now, you went to one of my schools that I graduated from, Specs. And
shout out to Specs, y'all.
Right. And so I can say, oh, Mimi, you look so good, whatever, blah, blah. But to me, I like when you had a little weight on you. To me.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But you got small for whatever reason. That's fine. But
life, can we say life?
Right.
Because if I control it, I had a fat booties like everybody else too, but I ain't paying for it.
I feel you.
Okay.
Just get some starch. That's the secret.
I'm going to give you some today.
It's red potatoes. You can't lose.
Okay, I'm on that. I'm on that for you, baby.
So at the end of the day, we want people just to tell us the struggle. As a Leo, we like our ego being stroked. But at the end of the day, we want the true ego being stroked.
Come on now.
If I'm good in bedroom, say I'm good in the bedroom because I know what I do.
Oh.
I'm good in the streets, because I know what I do. But don't say, well, everything you touch is gold. Nah, no, I don't. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm not in myself or if I'm insecure with myself, I'll take that and run with it because it feels good to me.
You'll believe it.
You see what I'm saying? And saying what I said in the video, saying, well, we run around here telling our guys that they the biggest they ever had, or they the best they ever had, or ain't nobody do like you, daddy. Bullshit. Let's stop stroking the ego, because what happens is he come out in the street, now he bump into me. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? First of all, slow your roll. Put your chest back in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring it to a 2.
But that also makes the difference between a male and a man.
Yeah.
Or a nigga and a man.
Yeah.
But that's also makes the difference on why this station is called the Miss Me With It Talk Radio.
That's real.
Because you cannot, as grandma would say, you can't bring bullshit to my doorstep and leave it. And not expect me to smell it, see it, feel it, step in it, or whatever.
That's right.
Challenge it.
That's right.
You can't just tell me anything and expect me to believe it.
When they say spit on me and tell me it's raining.
Because that's what, come on now, piss down my back. But at the same time, a lot of people like being pacified.
Yeah.
A lot of people like, as they would say, the kids say it now, dick sucking.
Yep.
Because that's how they get along. And that's how they get, as far as get along with others and get along in life.
But I feel like that's when we hurt ourselves in the end, because we're basically, we want to know between the snakes or who are the grasshoppers, who are the lions or the bears, because we fake pumping with each other. And at the end of the day, if I'm really for you or if I'm really loving you, I'm going to tell you the real. If they never told you that your hairline was pushed back, or they never told you that your eyelash was a little crooked, or your hairline or your lash was a little missing or two, or thick, or whatever, your hair wasn't done, whatever.
I had a booger in my nose.
Right. Tell me that. You see what I'm saying? But if everything is always perfect, you know I'm fucking up somewhere. Just tell me.
Please and thank you, because that's what makes you a friend.
You know, I'd rather you tell me that, hey, now, but some people feel like, well, them telling their truth mean they're hating. It's a difference. You know when someone's hating on you. And the difference of somebody actually really genuinely caring. And if somebody is hating, I'm going to still take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes they see something as well. You have to take all ways of, you keep telling God or whatever deity that you subscribe to, give me a sign. The sign can be given to you in many forms of fashion, whoever will give it to you, regardless you like them or do like them.
True.
Babies, old folks, people at work, you know what I'm saying, your so-called social media friend. At the end of the day, they're watching for a reason, because they want to learn something. Regardless if they want to nitpick or not, they're watching your gameplay. At the end of the day, they can't do it like you, but they want to do what you do.
Somewhere.
So at the end of the day, you can take the game, but you can't give it the same vision I give it. And I'm okay with you wanting it. But my whole point is, Young Furl said, give me my credit, bitch.
Put some respect on my name.
He said, put some respect on it. You said, y'all want talking about crystals and all that until I can't win a game. Give her respect, you know, and that's all. And when it comes to a Leo, we do want our points. Sad to say. You know, if I'm King Mandingo, I want my points.
Okay,
you
King.
know what I'm saying? Don't shy me of it. But a lot of women, I would say women, we feel that we can't stroke a man's ego because they give him the big head. That I feel that's when it comes to little boys.
See, now there you go. Exactly what I was just about to say, because I don't even think, don't get me wrong, we know what Leos do. We know what Leos do, the king of everything, the queen of everything. But I say that to say this. When it comes down to stroking of an ego, there's no stroking of an ego when you're already a king or a queen.
There you go.
There's no stroking of an ego.
It's confirmation.
So that goes back to being an adult. That goes back to being a man. That goes back to being a woman. There's no stroking of an ego when you're a man. There's no stroking of an ego when you're a woman. You deserve it.
That's right.
So I'm not up in your head, or I'm not blowing gassing you up. No, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how we supposed to treat each other. If you look back in the, Troy, the movie Troy. I love the movie, Brad Pitt. Okay. So look how the kings and queens was treated in there. The prince came down to fight, not the king.
Right.
The princesses sat up there and watched them fight.
That's right.
So all I'm saying is pay attention to how it was. If the kings and queens didn't have to do nothing but say something that was supposed to have been done, and it was done.
Yes, right.
They never played around with the peasants, which is the imitators who want to be in your spot. They never did that.
That's right.
So that's why I'm like, when it comes down to knowing who you are, finding you.
That's right.
That's how you know what you're capable of, what powers you have.
That's right.
But I'm listening, Amari. I'm sorry.
You good. I like it. I mean...
No, because the conversation is a two-way street. It's one thing for me to sit here and listen and not say nothing, because I'll be like, oh my God, I should have said this. Oh my God, I should have said that. And then we had this whole conversation at the end, but to have a back and forth dynamic and understand, it's a different thing.
I mean, and the beauty part of it, that's how the learning process begins, because it starts to open up the chakras, it open up your third eye, and start to open up different portals that you've been asking questions to. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong for confirmation. I feel the circle of the ego, however you want to call it, giving your praises where they're due, they need it. And this is why we drop the ball in the relationship, because we're not praising anymore. We feel like, oh, he knows it's good. No, he want to hear it too. Oh, because I let you come over, that means something. No, that's why I feel words and action goes together. So many people are doing love action, but how would you know they love me if you're not even there mentally, physically, emotionally, or sexually, or spiritually to understand what love looks like to you? So we miss it, and then why we break up now, I'm like, Mimi, you ain't know I love you? Nah, I ain't never know you love me. I was getting the backseat earrings.
I'm lost.
I was unplugging things for you. You know, you left it on, whatever. I ironed your clothes for work. You know what I'm saying? Brought you food, everything like that.
I'm so
and
lost.
then you like, oh, that was love.
That
but
was.
to you, it wasn't love because you looking for a different.
Because I was
type
different
of
type
love.
of showing, a different type of imitation, and that's another reason. Okay, so I got a couple books. I'm an author as well. The Cost to Love. That's what it's about. Because a lot of people lose what the meaning of life is by trying to find what the cost of love is by not knowing what love is.
And people feel like love is an action word. It can go many ways.
It can.
Same way for affection. So many people feel like affection is just always sex. And that's why I had to give the disclaimer. I said, your affection should be the same way you give your child to your mate. Oh, no, Amari, I ain't going to think away my daughter or my son that way. I said, well, how come you don't? I said, you should be excited just as they come to the door, the same way your mate come to the door. You should be praising and giving them kisses and saying, hey, how was your day? What you do today? How was school? This is that. Same way you do them.
Exactly.
But what we have it is we treat the mate this way, but treat the child like shit and say, go to your room. Or vice versa.
Okay.
So now we're teaching our child what is affection.
Or that this person is above them.
You see what I'm saying? So now now here comes some trauma that's already deep and buried. Now here come 10 years later, and I'm 18 and 20 years old in life. Oh, this is what affection means to me. I don't know how to give affection. That's why my mom kept giving it to somebody else. I don't know what that looked like.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
So the hugs, the love, the kissing. So know how to be lovey-dovey. Me and my daughter have a lovey-dovey relationship because I built that ground since she came out the womb.
Dad girl. Hashtag dad girl.
So she
girl's dad, I'm sorry.
Right. That's so we always 5 seconds in a day. We giving about 100,000 hugs a day, if not kisses, if not more. I say I love you.
And that's exactly what I feel a lot of people are missing in life. Exactly what you just said. Exactly what you just said. And I think about that all the time because I be like, what if they had this? Totally different dynamics in life.
That's right.
Could have changed the outcome of who we are.
That's right. And it does.
And when we don't have it does the same thing.
It affects. So it's like, say, I feel like we have a post-traumatic in a good way, we have a post-traumatic in a bad way. Same way when it comes to good sex, you're traumatized. Same way with bad sex, you're traumatized. Either way it goes, you're still traumatized. It's understanding the good traumas and acting on those and moving forward, using that energy and manifesting more good traumas that you want. And regardless if you want to look at it as a bad trauma or good trauma, whatever, however you deem that it is, some people don't want to understand they got a trauma in their life at all. And that's the problem that I have with most people, men and women, or even kids. They say, "No, I don't got no problem. I don't got no trauma.
I'm straight.
I'm good. You know, God delivered me." Yeah, but you're still working on that, huh? And you wonder why you can't jump over the hurdle because you're still in denial.
Come on, talk that to me. Talk it to me. I'm listening.
So, and that's why we're not getting ahead as people because we don't want to do the spiritual work.
Ooh.
We want to go in these houses and churches and whatnot and play church, but we're not really trying to do inner work. And that's what my problem with religion, because some religions not doing the deeper issue. We keep saying give it to God. Well, if God is you and you're a reflection of God, then why you don't do what you need to do? But we keep saying leave it at the altar, and then nothing gets done.
Okay, so there we go. You just said it. If we are a reflection of God and we are not doing the deeper work and they're telling us to leave our troubles or whatever at the altar, that means we're not doing our work. We're leaving it at the altar and walking away with the same troubles we came with.
There you go. And which is ever evolving door.
Okay.
So what happens? You get your feel good praise on.
Just for that moment.
Right. You get your preach. Oh, I'm gonna do this way to go. And they come to at those 6 days, you come right back. Then you need some more healing. Because you didn't go do the work. You didn't go read the scripture. You didn't go do no
you just went to church.
Different thing. You didn't do no meditation. You didn't say write out some things you want to do. You went back into, because what happens is you seen the poverty as you left the church, you're going back block by block, corner by corner, seeing prostitution, crackheads, you name it, drug dealers, people people living poverty, homeless, all these things, and you're guilt trip and say, well, God, I'm blessed, whatever, boom, that's fine. But what's the person that's homeless that got their insanity that's also doing the healing work, but they don't got no home? So
they're wealthy in other ways.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when we talk about abundance does not mean money.
Come on now.
Abundance means being totally happy,
okay
with life, okay with themselves, in love with themselves. So many people talk about they don't know what love is because you know what love is if you love yourself.
Ooh.
We trying to find Boo Boo and Ray Ray to find love, but the love that you're looking for is supposed to be a memory of what you are. She told me, I never know what love looks like. I said, well, then that means you don't love yourself.
That means you don't look at yourself.
Because that's what love is supposed to look like when you get in the morning.
Every day.
When you see it, but you feel it, you understand it. But we keep denying it and turn it back around. Let me pray these woe is me prayers and not do no work. Mm-hmm. There is no in the scripture or the Bible saying, hey, work on self. There's no scripture saying that, hey, you need to love yourself. Mm-hmm. There's no. What happens is they keep saying love God, but how is you supposed to love a God that you ain't loved yourself yet?
Stuck in the way.
But what happens is we would talk this, but we never question it to the point, and this is the reason why some of our Christians or whoever congregation, whatever, they're stuck because they're waiting on someone instead of their self. And my only thing is, regardless, I think whatever you believe in should be an aid and assist of what you already have. It should add to your magnificence. It should add to your beauty. It should add to your love. It should add on. Same with your mate. Mm-hmm. It don't make or break you. Same way I want a person to want and need me. Because the reason why is that because why? I feel that you are the twin flame, that I am your twin flame. We should go together. So we should be inseparable. Mm-hmm. So it is a need. For me to function and move forward, yes, it is a need. Now for somebody that's a multiple soulmates, no, it's a want.
Multiple?
Oh,
you
yes.
got multiple soulmates?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's another subject, y'all.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I would love to talk on that one.
He got to come back, y'all. He got some good energy. He got a good conversation, good topics. He got great information, y'all. He got to come back, y'all. I got to figure out something to do with you. But this, so you said people are waiting on something. Mm-hmm. I had to stop there because that's the greatest thing, going back to church, because they got us in church waiting on God. Mm-hmm. Or Jesus Christ to come back. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's making sense.
I mean, in the meantime, my whole thing is this: have a plan B.
It's making sense. It's making sense to me. So that's all I don't know if it's making sense to them.
I'm a person. People gonna probably be mad as I say that I don't believe in patience.
Okay.
Why is that? Because this: if you work 40 hours a week, come time to get paid.
Why I gotta wait till next week?
Yeah, here come your check, come payday. They said they don't got no check for you.
Oh.
You want your money right then and there, right?
Yes, sir.
Where's the patient at then? They say...
the bills, too.
Right. They cut your lights off, right? Gas and everything is off, right?
Yes, sir.
You heard me pay. You said, well, I'm going to pay it right now. Boom. All right, they be on at 4 o'clock. Not 4:01, not 4:02, 4 o'clock. Here come 4 o'clock. Now 3:59. Mm-hmm. You're waiting on DTE to turn, what? On. Mm-hmm. Where's the patient then? So my point to you is that I think we pick and choose about patience when we want to use it. So what that means, you're contradicting yourself. You don't believe in patience. You don't think purchase of virtue is bullshit. My thing is this: work on something to get you immediate results. Mm-hmm. What happened? I'll give you an example. Associates 2 years, right? A bachelor's 4 years. Mm-hmm. A master's another 2 or maybe 1, depending on the school year what you're doing, and then another 2 or 3 more years you get a PhD. So, and if you see what I'm going with, I'm getting something in moderation to get results. Yep. I got my associate, boom. Even if you start with a trade, that's 6 months to a year, mm-hmm. and then go get an associate. You getting something, receiving results. Same way to say, hey, my love of my life ain't here right now, but I'm gonna get this entanglement woman right now and pounce on her like she owe me $5.
You gonna get your quarantine bag?
That's what we gonna do.
That's what they doing.
And I'm gonna practice until she or this love of my life come and play, and so I can be ready for this person. In the meantime, I'm gonna get results because I need to know if I'm Mr. Feel Good or I am the biggest she ever had or I'm the best she ever had. I need her to know that. I need to know this for confirmation. Right. So when I bring my resume to Mimi and say, hey, okay, this is what I was told. told. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but this is what I was told.
So you gonna give me one of these? You gonna pass one
There
of these?
you go. There you go. There you go. I'm coming with the whole resume and application.
Hey, I like that.
I'm gonna lay it down. What's up?
Say, come on and pass it to me.
I cook dinner. I clean. You know what I'm saying?
Tired.
Kids.
Tired.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't even gotta say nothing else. That's good.
I'm about to say I rub feet.
That's
what you
not
need?
bad. Cook and clean is enough, but I'm just saying that's more than what a lot of people offer
I'm
anyway.
just saying. So at the end of the day, I'm getting some type of result. So this is the reason why weight loss is difficult for some people, because what? They're looking for immediate result. My whole thing, the inches around your waist is the results. The pants a little looser is the result. Your chest not fitting in your bra no more. You're like, okay, that's the result. But we got to pay attention to the results. Stuff are moving in the way it need to move. I'm an impatient person. I wouldn't now, because that's the energy I have. So my vibration I speak on, I attract as well.
Ooh, you put it out there, you get it.
You see what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, if something don't go with for Amari, I'm like, okay, well, before I don't get my feelings hurt, I'm gonna go to something else where I know I can get some results, so I can keep going. We plateau in life and plateau in anything, and so we go up and then we go down, and that's why I want to go down. I want to keep going.
Keep driving, yeah.
So, hey, the book taking too long to get published. Oh, I'm going to work on the album. The album taking too long. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on my online schooling. I'm doing something to keep going.
Yes.
My boy Max from Pontiac said, keep going. You got to keep going. That's the gist of it. I can't be stuck and say I'm waiting. I can't get stuck and say I'm patiently waiting. I can't get stuck to say that, oh, it's going to come. I hope, I wish, I think. No, I need you to know. You have the power to do these things, but we keep bullshit. We waiting and jucking and jiving and being undecided. And this is the reason why we not getting the results we want, because we are basically not deciding on what we want. Pick it and go with it. I don't care if we fail, drop, 2 people come or no people come. You do it because you said you're going to do it. Because it's going to be one of the things you don't want somebody to say, you did say you're going to take me out to eat. You ain't taking me to eat. You said you was going to be different like other guys, but you seem to be the same.
Totally.
You see what I'm saying? Totally. So at least meet them halfway. Say, hey, I say, you like flowers, I'm going to bring you flowers. You say you like to play basketball, I'm going to play basketball with you. I'm at least try it. That's the point I want to give people. They said in Think and Grow Rich, the secret was, the point of it was the desire. How bad do you really want it?
Right.
That's the secret of it at the end of the day. That's the sauce. The desire. And this is the reason why drug dealers, killers, dealers, whatever you want to call it, connivers, even the politicians, all people that you consider bad, they're winning because they desire to be in this spot. Regardless if they got to cut somebody, kill somebody, mistreat somebody, misuse somebody, or deal with somebody,
kill their own people,
whatever, to get to this point.
Yeah.
They desire. And granted, there isn't a price on what you want and how you get there. Yes, it is. Some people got to sell their soul. Some people got to sell sex. Some people got to pay to get there. However, some people work their way up there. It's shortcuts to everything, but what shortcuts you okay with taking? At the end of the day, we're going to make it.
You're going to make it.
You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, same way your mom made shortcuts when it came to making spaghetti. She didn't have all the ingredients. She shortcutted to make sure I fed my family. But you ain't look at your mama wrong for making a short, half-ass damn meal. You said, man, thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. You add cornbread with it, too?
Come on now.
You see what I'm saying?
Spaghetti and cornbread, I've never had that before. Oh, my God, I got to have that now. I've never had that before.
So it's just taking what the scraps is what I'm trying to give to you and making it work.
Okay. Oh, we call that goulash.
There
okay.
You go.
Yeah.
That's that gumbo. It's everything left over.
Put it all in one pot.
And just to get to turning.
Come on now. We all ate it anyway.
And that's regardless, you want to feel like they didn't make it with it. Mimi, she did this, whatever. She skipped a couple of, it's not wrong. We gotta get out of our head. We condition this. We think that we gotta struggle to be successful. We don't have to. Picture yourself, vision yourself, put yourself, and dream yourself. However you got to do it to see yourself being successful, coming off the porch with anything you do. Everything you touch should be gold. Stop just saying, well, I gotta go through this. They said, being a business owner gonna be tough. No, fuck what they said.
Exactly.
You still have a testimony of how you got started, and people still like, okay, go. What you use? I went on YouTube. I learned about this. I went on here. Did my research. That's still a testimony to what you build your brand. How did you get people to follow you? How do you get people to buy your product? That's a testimony still. We gotta tell. I was homeless. I was sheltered. I ain't had no car. My mama and daddy was on drugs. Yeah, everybody got that story. At the end of the day, it's what you make of it. But it's some people that don't got that story, so you're not gonna listen to them because they don't got no quote unquote get out the mud story.
Struggles.
You see what I'm saying? We can't relate because they don't wear the same shoes. No. They're trying to be just like you, wealthy. They're not trying to just be comfortable. They try to be more than comfortable and also put their family and friends on and also the community on so they can better be enhance them on their mind thinking. The problem that we are trying to do with so many people and so many folks is we never taught them. We didn't educate you. We didn't teach you. We just keep giving you shit and say, hope that you go with it. That's what our parents did. That's why we in the predicament now. Same when it comes to men. I want some man to love me and do this and take care of me, whatever. And we were just at the barbershop today. And he was like, excuse the French, he said, man, them hoes up here just raggedy. They trifling. I love the girls down south. Don't get me wrong, they raggedy too. But they bought their shit though, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, cool. I listen. And he said, and I said, and I had to intervene. I said, well, you gotta understand, women were really not taught to really love on a man. To my knowledge, all I keep saying is let a man take care of you. And what I was also taught, my mother and grandma gave me the juice to say, no, it's balance. You take care of each other. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But there's no storyline or no movie showing you that, hey, your man might fall down. You need to pick him up and bench him up and be in front of the. But we keep telling them, oh, if he don't got no money, he ain't for you. Mm-hmm.
And then that base love off of money.
So now, and I have to ask, what can you do for me and my kids, whatever. But what can you do for myself and my sanity? But we don't ever think like that. And so there's so many guys around here thinking I can get you because I'm sitting on 100 bands. I can buy you, girl. You don't want to struggle no more? So the ugly dudes, that's all they got. They got to look nice, get a haircut, have some money, and you mess with them. So many girls.
To the ugly guys?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they went. A guy that's handsome, he ain't got to do all that work. Mm-hmm. But it looks better. I mean, if he got a couple of dollars, he's like, oh, he fine, he ain't got a couple of dollars on, that's cool. But you're going to give it to him anyway because he looked good. Oh. Just be real. It's be
TMI, y'all. He giving y'all that information. TMI.
I mean, like my grandma said, 5 seconds of meeting, dude, you already know what you're going to do.
Come on, nah. You already know. No matter if it take you a week, a day, an hour.
Hey.
Mama said it.
At the end of the day, and so I was teaching the guys in the barbershop. I said, well, my only struggle is that the woman is not been taught, especially our younger women, is not how to love a man, give the man everything they need. And when they feel like they gave, and what capacity, I have to ask yourself, is that what he wanted? One of the things we construed as, I gave you this, I gave you that, I gave you this, I gave you this, and like, is that what he wanted? I asked the lady, she got him a truck, got him a business, got him this, got him clothes, got him this, whatever. I said, you ever thought about he wanted affection?
Ooh.
She was like, no, I never thought about that. I said, you ever asked her? No. Hence why he probably cheated.
But that go back to a lot of people don't even know what they want anyway.
So my whole point, if we don't do the conversation piece.
Yes.
Put it on the table. Mm-hmm. We're missing and everything. Same way when it comes to women. Guys keep buying you flowers and teddy bears and candy and chocolate. You don't want that. You just want the time. I want to take you to a fancy restaurant. Oh, that's fine. I'm okay with Coney Island, but I mean, if I eat it, if I don't, that's fine. A salad be nice.
Do women cook?
Do
women even cook anymore?
And that's what it was brought up to at the barbershop. They don't even cook no more. And I said, I told her I go a little farther. I said, go to another woman's house you went to. I said, ask them if they got an iron board.
Yes, I do.
Because most women don't.
I got an iron and an ironing board because that's so old school. And I still get down. I boil my hot water to wash my floors on my knees with a toothbrush. Sometimes if the kids get bad, I made them hit the baseboard with some old school grandma. Yes, that's how I was raised anyway. But
my whole point is
not everybody was.
Is it passed down to them to understand? Like I said, our woman for our women today is the dryer. You go throw it in the dryer and hopefully the wrinkles come out. But back in the day, if you didn't have an iron,
I got a line. I told you I'm so old. I'm so old school. I have a line. The only thing I bought. Okay, so TMI. Mm-hmm. My first house, I bought it at 26. Got everything done electric. Only thing I got was the washing machine. Got the line upstairs, so we washed in the basement. Took the clothes upstairs because heat rise and whatever the stuff like stuff like that. Like I said, I'm so old school. This
and it still works.
Come on now, and then it's time saving, money saving, energy efficient, and and I ain't never been the richest person in the world. So when it come down to your nickels, pennies, and dimes, like we used to wash our clothes in the tub
with the plunger.
No, with our feet.
With the feet? Oh wow!
Man, that been like, what is you talking about? Like King vitamins, like powdered milk. Like I've done that. So that's why I never. Call somebody else's struggle, not my own, because I know what my struggle was. Yeah. But at the same time, I've been there and done that, and I'm not going to look down on you for whatever your struggle is. It's just that you have to move past that. We all have to.
But we also got to know the basics and keep the basics. The point is that we got loose to it. Same with the phone right now. If you lost your phone, how many numbers you know offhand?
No. The number I supposed to call from Colette.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
911.
That one number, that house phone, that landline.
Right. So I mean, back then we got complacent because they and I'm not saying it's on purpose, but at the end we had to keep our tools sharp and also keep yourself a backup. Mm-hmm. What is your backup? If your iron and everything went out and the power went out, what are you gonna do to have your clothes not be wrinkled? Back in the day, you spray it with water, you hang it up, and let it hopefully and shake it out, shake the wrinkles out. You see what I'm saying? Or you put it on the mattress and lay the mattress down.
Come on now, or fold it out right. You know what I'm saying? They iron it as you fold it out and sit it on them books. Stop. Man, you better stop playing, man.
So if you got two desks for you'll turn the gas, the pot lighter on the stove
and do it like this
and put the iron on top of it and let it heat up.
Yes.
However you got to do.
They had the old school irons like that.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma got one.
And so we used to use a cast iron skillet and use it and heat it up and then roll it over the clothes. At the end of the day, what would your kids do if they didn't have the luxury of what they have now?
Say, do they even know how to survive?
You see what I'm saying? And this is the reason why I'm trying to be in the position I am to be in schools now, because they need the leadership to say, okay, hey, my kids need this. They need to know about this. Mm-hmm. They also need to know the life skills. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's no reason that nobody should have a white shirt, black slacks, or a tie or a blouse to on their first interview. They don't know this. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So many times they go to funeral. How many people they don't got no clothes for funeral? I'm not saying you should have funeral clothes.
Well, they should be prepared. Period.
They should be prepared.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
The 5 P's of life.
There you go.
Grandma taught you that?
Yeah.
Come on now, prepared performance prevents poor performance.
Yep.
But just like if you prepare before, you ain't got to prepare after.
There you go.
Just like she also said, you get it just in case you need it. In case you don't have it, you don't need it. However she said it. Yeah. But you know what I meant by that. Yeah. You have it just in case you need it and then need it to not have it. Or however it go. But
and that's the same why having something in the kitty, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Playing broke. You know what I'm saying? That little stash in the mama,
brain, cats, and dogs. You is so old school. You got that good soul. You got that. You a Leo, of course. Stop playing. But yes, that great teacher. And I have a segment on my that I'm gonna put on my television network called Granny Says.
I love that.
Granny Says. I mean, all old school teachings, all old school sayings. Everything.
Because those were the jewels that's gonna keep us in the trenches, and just gonna fight. I think somebody said we should write a book on reparation of how we survived the poverty. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else, other races, they kill themselves if they went through this. It's hadn't shown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That people can't handle what we go through. Mm-hmm. And that's why I feel like we try to give so many people the black card, but they never feel your struggle. Mm-hmm. You gotta be careful when you get that too. Oh, well, her daddy black or the mama black. Okay, that's fine. But did she live like us?
Right.
Not saying black got a struggle in any places. I don't mean that. Doesn't mean that. But my understanding, being race upon because of your color of your skin. would you stop? Because even though you had money, even Oprah was still not privileged because she was Oprah. She still got harassed, even though when she went to different areas in different parts of this country. And it's like, hold on, what you doing? You know,
Right.
who is you? You know, I'm Oprah, and who? And Oprah who? You know.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you still have to get that. You know, I feel that's your step. You know, and for someone to say, well, I ain't experienced that, oh, you keep on living.
Mm-hmm.
Or you denied it and let it went past you. Because they do it at your job, it's just subliminally or subliminally. You know, it's at the end of the day how we take it and how we roll with it. But don't get it twisted that you're not being called a nigga at home or at work.
So do you think that your struggle determines your drive?
For some people, yes.
Okay.
For me, I use my struggle for being in a dysfunctional family, coming from drug addiction of my mother and father, being in shelters, homeless, and things of that nature. I promised myself not to be in that situation ever again. So
same here.
So at the end of the day, I was last to think that I was last of the group to think that I was going to school. Out of my group, I was the only one that went to school, and so many people, you know, ripped me off because I was this bad kid. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I was a fighter. Yes, I was a troublemaker because I had built up anger because of what the situation we was in. And so, and to this day, I look at back then, and that's the reason why I moved the way I moved, because I don't want no child, no woman, no man, no race or whatever to feel what I feel or been through what I've been through. I feel that everybody should jump off the porch successful.
Same here, Leo.
Everybody should have a chance at opportunity of life, you know. And for some people, they use their struggle and bask in it. They'll live in it. They'll become it. They'll wear it. They'll even drive if they can. You know what I'm saying? And so some people's not going to use it. And some people use their struggle in a negative way and to fuck over other people.
And use it for attention.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, so look at me. You know, you don't want to work. You don't want to do the work. You know, oh, even though you get suggested, you know, so many people say, oh, I got post-traumatic disorder. I got a webinar. I'm not saying you should take my information, but who's putting out a webinar or information on how to deal with your PTSD? I have not seen one.
Who's giving you positive information? That's who you should be taking information from.
My point is, it's only $12. They don't give you a shot with the call. But everybody that have went to visit my website and got the post-traumatic disorder webinar, they come back in tears with joy and praise and affirmation of saying, oh my God, I didn't know I had this problem. I didn't
Give
know.
us the website so they can go.
They go Amari Asad. That's my first name, Amari ASAD is my last name, .org is the website. Again, amariasad.org. And like I said, I have all the websites on it, even the pre-order ones that's coming up now. We got from mother and son relationship, daughter and daddy and daughter relationship. We have communication is key. We have let's talk about sex, and we have post-traumatic disorder. It right now is available right now, and then the pre-order ones is coming up. We're talking about taking responsibility for men and women. We also talking about self-love. We also talking about just barrage of everything that I feel like this need to be needed and talked about. There's some things that we keep on being taboo or we sweep under the rug because we don't want to deal with it.
Okay, so that's what's available on your website. Yes. What do you have in front of you?
Right now, this is out my meditation album, which is called Meditation is Key. Right now, it's on all social media platforms to download. You got iTunes, you know, Apple Music, things of that nature. But you can also buy it off my website for the hard copy with the disc. People that still use CDs as well. I have my Empower book, the hard copy. You also can buy this as well. And also, you can also buy the audio version as well. So if you want to listen to it in your car, you also can download this on all social media as well too.
Y'all better support. I'm just saying.
So I'm trying to empower people as much as I can. Also, I feel meditation is the key. You know, I feel regardless of what you believe in, you can believe in anything and still meditate. I feel the soundtracks that I put together is divine and to open up the mind, open up the heart, open up the soul, and also do some root work without you really knowing. So I definitely feel like it's a need. Like I say, it's definitely something that people should tap into to get themselves going, you know. And do it while you're in the tub, you know. Do it while you're in the shower. Do it while you're driving. Take the time out, even 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to be to meditate long, but it's definitely needed to kind of realign ourselves. Even when we get mad or get angry, we work back to, you know, just taking a minute and sitting down and to recuperate. And music with words speak volume, because back in the day in Africa, we used to use different instruments to strum over the body to heal things. So who to say that this meditation is key is not healing your body from cancer, diabetes, you name it, gout, HIV, you name it. Because if you're in a positive state, a positive mind, even with this COVID thing going on, you can cure yourself with the power of your mind. Meditation can do that, but you have to be in that space to do that and tap in to self to build on that. So I'm helping you as well as you helping yourself to give you the tools to do that. To be empowered is to know the power that you have.
Say that one more time.
To be empowered, you got to know the power that you have.
Okay, now that's too much information that you just gave them. That's a whole, what they say? That's a diamond. Let me say that. That's a diamond. You just dropped the jewel. You dropped the jewel on them. Y'all better pick it up. Grab that. Take that with y'all through life. Tell another friend and tell another friend. Teach that to y'all kids. For real, because that's how we got to raise our kids for the next generations to come. If we don't start now, then what are we doing?
That's right.
Because a lot of us don't even know.
Yeah.
A lot of us as adults don't even know. So if we don't know as adults, how are we raising our kids? Think about that.
And we as adults, we think we know it all or we don't want to deal with it. And so again, that's the reason why our child is not dealing with it. And you say, well, why my child is just being interrupted in the classroom? Why he's doing this? He have an anger problem. Well, he saw you act like this. How you gonna whoop your child for doing what you do?
A child is a reflection of its parent.
There you go.
Yes.
So if you didn't build a capacity, how do you do it? So at the end of the day, sometimes we need that one-on-one. We need to break down, but we keep telling, Boo and Ray to go to their room or every time they come home instead of you actually sit down and work with them, talk with them, see how their day doing, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what it is to be an average teenage girl. You don't know what it is to be an average teenage boy. But the thing about it, you can live in a world by asking the questions. One of the things that I picked up from my mentor was Phil Black. He said, you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be present. And those words speak so many volume to me because so many people are not present, but they keep coming to the building, they keep coming to the school saying, well, I don't know why he acting like that. He got Jordans, he got clothes, he got PlayStation, he got a roof over his head, he got this. I said, but I ain't hear nothing about no time being spent with the child.
Right.
Fuck a damn PlayStation 5. Fuck a damn pair of Jordans. If my sanity is not on your watch for me to understand, do you understand? I have read an article about a 15-year-old girl committing homicide, committing suicide on herself due to the tutors that she was involved with at her own house that molested her, raped her, and then the last person she said, I even gave him the motherfucking pussy because I was so mad at my parents because they didn't come check on me. You in your own house, being molested and raped and being mistreated, and you not once check between the signs or team, whatever. And granny's come back and say, well, why she ain't speak up and say anything? But you brought these people in this house. I didn't pick them. You did.
Right.
So you're not going to come check on me, even though I'm in my room or I'm in the quote-unquote office or whatever. You ain't going to come check on and see what's going on?
Okay. Question: who lets their child be alone with an adult? But back to the story.
I'm along with you a long time, but
it's a different type. So it's a trust that right there. It's a trust.
At the end of the day, I can have all the papers in the world. At the end of the day, I don't play that.
Okay.
And my thing is, I don't allow the child to play like that. Don't get me wrong. Me being a black man in school, I get hit on all the time. It could be from the 2-year-old
and a Leo
and to the high school. Man, the
2-year-old.
Man, they be on it.
Okay, they know.
I had my little jersey one day. She was like, Mari, you like the baby. Baby fine, so you fine. I was like, huh?
Okay, little baby.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna let you, thank you. I'm gonna just go and ski down.
Stand in the corner.
Right.
Time out.
Right. I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones that, they double team with the daughter and their mom. Like, man, my dean or student or teacher or teacher at the time, he finally, so they had double team, So you gotta be careful of the situation because they don't take rejection with it.
Right.
Oh, you don't like, so and that's why I had to sit down with them and say, hey, you're beautiful, don't get me wrong. And, hey, look here, don't throw yourself because that's what you need, that's what swinging is going to get you. So many girls that was in 8th grade, 7th grade was having sex because they didn't think they was pretty. So they gave their body up hoping that they would like them. Once I had a conversation, let's say she wasn't having sex no more.
Right.
Because this the point. It's not to say, oh, well, the daddy was in their life. No, daddy's been in their life. And so many people got 2 pair of homes right now and they still in there fucking.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because nobody want to have the real conversation. We keep hiding behind, oh, I don't want to talk about sex. She don't need to worry. No, I'm talking about sex about my daughter at 4 years old.
They got to know. They got to learn early because
I'm
that's what
saying,
they're
hey, you
growing
might
up
touch
in.
your body parts, your cookie, your nut, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. You sit on somebody, X, Y, and Z. I need to know.
Exactly. And then they got to know in order so they know to tell.
That's it.
Yeah, totally.
You open up that dialogue. So, hey, I was sitting down on somebody's lap, and he was doing X, Y, and Z. So I need to go fuck his ass up. Let's check.
Let's go. Sure.
I'm not about to play no game. I don't care if it was your granddaddy or whoever.
Yes.
We about to go handle this.
But then they go back to this too, because something that I've been paying attention to. So one of my friends from high school, okay, everybody know me, and I had my daughter at a young age. So my daughter right now is 19. So with that being said, people from high school that I went to high school with, I guess, are sending my daughter friend requests and whatever. So long story short, I had a conversation with.
I'm assuming you posted your daughter then.
I have. Of course, we did the graduation thing. We did the prom thing. You know, this was in the last 2 or so years because my daughter just got a Facebook or social media. So, like I said, so I just recently found out that one of my friends sent her a friend request, and I'm not quite sure how long they've been friends. Mm-hmm. But I say that to say this. I feel like that is so disrespectful. I feel, first off, why are you friending my daughter if you my friend? And then, one thing that I do, I don't play that you could be friends with me and her. It's a difference. It's a level to this shit. Right. So, I mean, you could be my friend. You can't be her friend. Okay. It's a difference to this shit.
So, I'm going to be devil's advocate on that one.
Go ahead.
So, what if your daughter had a business?
That's different.
So, at the end of the day, they have to connect. And you know, it's on her because it takes two to tango for anything to happen.
Right.
We can't, now granted, whatever reason, if they want to follow them or not. Because there's a difference between a girl following your daughter. Or is there a difference between a guy following your daughter?
It's a difference between a guy.
At the end of the day, we still can be swayed by both parties.
You're right, but okay, so I may need to give a little bit more detail in that. Let me see. So the guy, in high school, the guy was known as a ladies' man. Okay. You know, humping and bumping on everybody. Mm-hmm. So that's basically what his repertoire is. Okay. So when I seen the friend request, I'm like, is he trying to hump and bump on her?
Right.
Because what would be the reason? What other?
That's true.
I mean, my daughter businesses you don't support.
Right.
You know, no graduation, no prom. Like, what will be the reason that you sent my daughter a friend request? If I understood the reason, then I would have no problem with it. But what was the reason? And then the way you undefinedly did it behind my back. Mm-hmm. We've been friends since high school. My daughter been around since high school.
So in retrospect, I said, Mimi, it's okay if I follow your daughter. Mm-hmm. Is that okay?
What you following her for?
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking. You say behind her back, but it's okay when you ask your
because when you ask, it gives me you asking me a question that gives you an answer, which also gives me a time to ask you a question.
It's true. That is true.
Because conversation is a two-way street.
It is.
So if you okay, can you follow my daughter? Yeah, no problem. Follow my daughter. But why are you following my daughter?
Right. I think she's beautiful. I want to follow her because it's your daughter. You know, and whatever reason, at the end of the day, we have to be. Let's not be naive.
That's the part that's why my head went where it went.
We have beautiful daughters. We have beautiful sons. You know, my grandma about to check her own best friend when I was growing up. She was like, "Look at you, I will knock you between the washer and dryer."
And these grown men are trying to on these little kids.
And at the end of the day, because that's why I have to say you have to be real with self.
Yes.
Because so many women want to post that, oh, stay out my inbox, stay out my da-da-da. You guys be killing me, y'all sending y'all little situation send your situation to my inbox. I said, well, post a man dingo one. Post him on that. But I guarantee you ain't going to do that. Mm-hmm. You going to post a little shrimp one, but you ain't going to post him, though. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's be clear on that. Because some dude tried it, and it worked. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so we can't say, oh my God, it's disrespectful. For the one you wanted to work on, it's okay.
And it's going to work on the one you wanted to work on.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we can't keep playing, juggle high that, oh my God, that's so nasty, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, if that's what he on, that's what he on. Because he told you what he's on by his situation that's being in your phone. Mm-hmm. Me sending my situation to Mimi, I'm not saying, oh, I want to date you. Me seeing my situation. That's saying, oh, I think we should be together and marry together. No, I want to entanglement with you.
And that's basically what it came down to. When I seen who sent my daughter a friend request, I already in my mind came up to it, like you said, not being naive. I don't have to double twice question the situation.
Because your energy and vibration spoke to itself. Okay, let's not do this.
Your intuition and your gut, it tells you the same thing. I didn't. Oh my God. Start thinking instantly bad.
Can people change? Yes, but right now,
my daughter got 4 businesses. He could be buying anything from my daughter.
But let's keep it safe. But at the end of the day, we what's gonna make it happen is gonna happen. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
And then they grown.
Right. My whole point is you got through high school. Now you got to go on to the next goal. That's it. If you get it, you get it. Hopefully not. But at the end of the day is you need to teach her and say, hey, look here, this is what we gonna do. You know, X, Y, and Z, boom. We can't keep not having a conversation. Because at the end of the day, they can be like, it's so many dudes be like, oh, I've been watching since you was da-da-da-da-da. I won't say that to a girl. I just can't. You know, I just can't. You know. But I will say to a teacher, I've been watching you since I was preschool.
Oh my God, I didn't think she was going to grow up to be like that.
You know.
I'm like, what you mean you didn't think she was going to grow up to be like that? Oh my God, she looked just like you when she was...
Yeah. And so we have to be mindful and understand that we are pushing out some beautiful individuals.
We are queens.
You know, at the end of the day,
making.
And like I'll be in school, I tell them, I say, she gonna kill him, you know, or he gonna kill him. Totally. His eyes, his demeanor, you know, but we feel like nobody shouldn't say, well, it's the truth.
Come on now.
You got a beautiful child, but it's only works. Oh, when he's a baby or she's a baby, but when she get 12, yeah, she gonna, you know, and my daughter gonna pull him. I say it.
Get him.
She pulling him right now. She be like, yeah, he a little too short, Dad. I don't like him.
I had to step back. Daughter 19, I said, let me take a breath.
That's it.
Let me take a breath.
Because you're going to stress yourself out trying to police everything and you're not going to get it.
No, I'm going to kill somebody.
It's not even worth it.
That's why I said,
teach her to protect herself.
Let me step back because I done lived my life.
That's it.
So let me let daughter live hers.
At the end of the day, if they want to throw money, throw flowers, let them do it, but they don't got to touch.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
You see what I'm saying? That's it. Hey, you teach her and what you pour into her, she have to make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all going to have a one-night stand. We're going to all have a tragic state saying that we don't want to do no more, X, Y, Z. Or we're going to mess with the wrong person. But I feel if we into self, we ain't going to track that. Mm-hmm. If we know ourselves, we ain't going to deal in that. We have to pick and choose when we want to play in devil arena.
Yes. Now that's what you said right there. If you know thyself, you know what you're not going to deal with. You're not going to settle.
So many people can go, like I say, same way. If you like one girl said, man, I just want some hair right now. You attract it. It don't matter who it's going to give it from, you going to attract it. And that's why I tell people, when you pleasure yourself, you got to turn it off. Because when you leave the house, it's still on. If you don't know how to, I call it cool down. Give yourself cool down time.
You say when you pleasuring yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
What happens is that horny light switch, it's the hormones, it's a smell. Mm-hmm. It's an energy. And you wonder why everybody keep coming at you sexual. Because you done told your dreams and your playtime, oh, I want to be this way, I want to be that way, I want this. So sometimes we are visual. Mm-hmm. And same way we look at the phone, looking at our tablet to watch these things, we're putting that in the atmosphere. So now if we don't turn it off, we go out. He like, hey, come here, girl. I want to. Like, what? Why this man so aggressive?
Why you come at me like that?
Because you didn't turn it off.
See, a lot of stuff that you say makes sense. And I hope that it's making sense to a lot of people that's listening. Because that will be the whole point of having this conversation.
Hey, that's why I do the mentoring and the lifestyle coaching. Because people need the one-on-one counseling. Because people need the one-on-one to get the questions. Mm-hmm. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, you're paying for it, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Get it, y'all.
It's worth it because at the end of the day, you will feel a lot better because you won't be keep bumping your head and keep on making the same mistakes or not getting nowhere or staying stuck because you didn't talk about it.
Right.
Everybody's not going to be on your level of thoughts thinking. It's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's nothing wrong with paying someone to get the intellect, to sharpen your tool. The thing about it is you pay for what you want. Stop cheating yourself. If you love yourself, you'll treat yourself.
That's right. So give them your website again. Tell them how to follow you on all social media. Tell them about your books one more good time.
Most definitely. You can go follow me at amariaside.org, where you have my webinars, my books, my CDs. I'm also dropping an online school with different courses that's coming out soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So I definitely, the schools give you a tidbit of it's going to be dealing with spirituality, dealing with self, dealing with healing, post-traumatic disorder, things of that nature, insecurities, you name it. So definitely we're going to do a 4-week course, and it's going to be a 2-day a week. And like I say, right now it's, the price is at $150 course, and like I say, and you will get a certification at the end of the course. So definitely, I want you to tie in and follow that. So like I say, they will be getting uploaded today. So I just iron out everything as well. So you must, I'm just giving you a heads up, you must have a Google email to be able to enter that course as well. So like I say, it will be going through Google Classroom. So, and I will give you the pros and cons on how to use Google Classroom if you know how to use it. So I'll give you the rundown as well. But like I said, you can do everything as far as your booking, or if you booking your life coaching, mentoring, or even a program you need to bring it to your school or to your church, however it may be, or just bringing a workshop or come speak. That's all on my website at amariaside.org again. And like I said, you can follow me on Instagram at amariaside_aside, and then on YouTube at amariaside. Facebook, Amari Asad. Like I said, I'm open. Like I said, you could DM me, inbox me, regardless if it's crazy, what time it is, whatever. And like I said, you could definitely reach out to me. I deal with answering your question in a timely fashion.
Y'all check out Amari Asad, motivational speaker, life coach, author, everything, all around man. Leo King, I'm just saying. I gotta throw that in because I'm a Leo myself, so we all purring out here. Leo, lions. Okay, that's too much, y'all. But this concludes the latest episode. Special interview with Amari Asad. Make sure you guys go check it out today, 5 o'clock. I'm just saying, miss me with it.